The science of smell.
Smell is something we use every day, but we often take for granted. How do we smell? Why do we need to smell? What happens if we can't smell?
How about we start from the basics? Olfaction, which is the scientific gobbledygook that means smelling, is the sense that allows us to differentiate between different scents.
The inside of your nose is made up of cells. There is a special patch of cells in your nose called the olfactory epithelium. The cells in this part of your nose are very sensitive to airborne molecules that we breathe in. There are over 10 million cells in this patch of cells, with 20 cilia, which are little hairs, on each cell. The cilia help to trap the smell, and then your olfactory epithelium cells send the message to your brain through the cortex, then the thalamus.
Our brain then identifies the smell and elicits the proper response, whether it is enjoyment, relaxation, or disgust.
So that's how we smell, but why do we need to smell?
As I said before, when you smell, the signal goes through your cortex first and then your thalamus. Most senses send signals through the thalamus first and then the cortex. Because of this, some scientists believe that the smell is the oldest sense. Now that's all fine and dandy, but if smell is the oldest sense, then we can assume that it's pretty important.
Smell can help us to determine dangers, such as smoke or rotten food. Smell also helps in identifying people. Scientists believe that the pheromones given off by a mother help her baby to identify her in their early years.
But what if we can't smell?
Well, there are different degrees of smell. Some people can smell very well. Some people can't smell at all. That's called anosmia, and you can be born with it or you can develop it later in life. Hyposmia, on the other hand, is just a limited ability to smell.
For all you hypochondriacs out there, plug your ears. Loss of smell can indicate developing Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's, and even multiple sclerosis.
Loss of smell often affects your sense of taste. All your senses, like sight, taste, and smell, work together to make your food seem delicious. But if one factor is missing, the others are altered.
Did you know that how you smell affects how confident you are?
What? No way. Says who?
In a British study, pictures were taken of some men without cologne. Then they put on some cologne and waited 15 minutes before taking another picture. Women were asked to look at these pictures, and they rated the men who were wearing cologne as being more attractive.
90% of people say they feel more attractive when they smell good. This increased self-confidence makes us attractive to the opposite gender.
Speaking of attractive, the most beautiful thing in the world is my grandma's homemade apple pie. I can almost smell it.
Well, that's because smell is the most powerful memory stimulator. The olfactory bulb, the part of your brain which determines smell, is very close to your hippocampus. Your hippocampus is used in remembering things. The closeness of your olfactory bulb and the hippocampus means that smell is strongly remembered, such as the smell of Grandma's apple pie.
Smell can even be used to trigger memories. If you smell something while studying, and then again while you write the test, you will be able to remember what you studied better.
Smell can be used with amnesia patients to help trigger their lost memories.
That's interesting and everything, but I think it's time for some pie.
Okay then. Well, I guess that's it, folks. I sense we are coming to a conclusion. Get it? 'Cause you smell sense?
Created using Powtoon.